So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Jam Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna do a main chick side chick situation, girl. Cause I haven't done one of these in a while. I've been doing 5 alternatives and limited edition things and said, but I think I'd get back on here and get back to the old tea of giving y'all dupes and stuff, especially since they think we supposed to pay $5 to gallon for gas. I still want to get my eyeshadow palette where I gotta pay like almost the price of the eyeshadow palette for gas in this car. Yeah. So let's get started. If you're curious about my eyes, I have the Cleonid and Emily Violet Marie palette on my eyes, and I have the highlighter on as well. That's what this extra ridiculous glow is going on here and up in here. So that video should be going live tomorrow, May the 14th. Hopefully I can get it edited tonight. I'm just trying to film this video to wrap it up so I can take all this stuff back home on the same day. And then I'm going to film the Star Wars tomorrow, and then hopefully you all will see that Sunday. Anyway, let's get started on this. So we got our main chick side chick situation going on here. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and Baby Burt. This was from the holiday collection. I believe I did the video on in 2021, so I believe this is from last year. It might be from 2020. I'm not honestly sure. You know, she comes out with them every year, and I've been reviewing for the last 2 years. But one of the girls that's on the ColourPop PR list posted this, and she was like, the So Glassy lip gloss from their Euphoria-ish type collection is really similar to it. So I was like, oh, okay, let me investigate, because we know I got all the 50 gloss bombs that exist. I got all the cream ones just about, and then I have all the what do you call them? I have all the original ones, either in mini or full size. Let me zoom in a little bit. So, tough with lipstick. We ain't to see that yet. So here are the two glosses, and I know you can't see similarities, but I'm like, the only difference I saw was like the sparkle in them and the fact that the ColourPop one is sticky. So the formula on this is really sticky. So when you press them together, you know how you see that little, it slowly unpacks your lips. I will say that about this one, but I like the shimmers in this one more. I feel like it gives more of a glossy, glittery effect because it has more glitter particles in it than the Fenty one. So I do like it for that purpose, but of course, we know the drill. If I had to pick one, this gonna be the main chick, and this gonna be the side chick, just because it's sticky. I don't care about the cute little glitter particles in it. It's gonna be sticky, which is gonna make it a hassle. Because imagine driving and it's sticking to your face. No, no, no ma'am, no. That alone means no. But yeah, so main chick and side chick. And if you didn't know what main chick side chick is, it's basically my fancy way of calling a dupe, or my funny way of calling a dupe, I should say. So I'll show you like a high-end product like I just showed you Fenty, and then I'll show you like an affordable product like ColourPop and be like, well, both of these are the same. So if I had to pick one, and then I give you based on like my experience with the products, which one I would pick over the other one. So next we got Patrick Ta versus ColourPop X Barbie. So I have the shade She's Hard to Get. This is the last shade he came out with these lipsticks. I'm hoping he comes out with new shades for the summer this year like he did last year. But this is it right here. As you can see, it's kind of like a Barbie-ish pink, or a hot pink Barbie-ish type shade. And then I have the shade from the Barbie collection, Malibu Sunset. And as you can see, they look pretty similar on the hand. The first one is the Patrick Ta one, and the second one is the Barbie one. So we know the Barbie kit is probably going to be less than $10, and that these are going to be in the $20 to possibly $30 range. So I mean, they both seem to have a nice creamy formula. I will admit that I use the Patrick Ta one more, but when I think about the lipsticks I have, I automatically think about the Patrick Ta one, not necessarily the ColourPop ones, because they have, you got to think, they haven't made any luxe lips in a long time. They just made some now for the Star Wars collection that I'm going to be reviewing tomorrow, but like before then they hadn't made any while. So it was like, it's hard for me to remember that I had this lipstick when you ain't made none of these lipsticks in 100 years. And I remember the Patrick Ta ones because I paid a pretty penny. When you pay less, sometimes I feel like I don't think about it as much. And when I think of a pink, I have been thinking about the pink from the what collection is that? The from the Nightmare Before Christmas when I had been grabbing Sally's pink version lipstick from ColourPop when I did use the pink when I didn't feel like using this one. And I think that one's a little bit lighter, which is why I didn't bring it with me. But if I had to choose between them, of course, I feel like you already know, although the ColourPop formula is wonderful, I'm gonna go with my I'm gonna go with my Patrick Ta, because like I said, this is one I've already been reaching for a lot as it is. So I was like, if I had to pick one, I'm gonna easily pick this one. So that's the main chick, and ColourPop is the side chick. But on a random side note, the ColourPop one, since it's a lip kit like Kylie does, it comes with a matching lip liner. So you might like this one better because you can put this one underneath and line your lips with it, and then put the lipstick on top. So that way if you eat the lipstick off, you still have some of the coverage underneath because you have the lip liner on. So I mean, this one is a good deal alternative for pricing goes. It's just because I already own the Patrick Ta and it costs so much. I'm gonna be using that, and it's the first one I think of, so that means to me at least it stands out. Next we have some more ColourPop, because it's just been a ColourPop kind of day. So we got Main Chick, Side Chick. Now another again one of the ColourPop pages I follow. I can't remember if it's ColourPop Cult or if it's ColourPop Trend, or if it's Women of Color for ColourPop, or if ColourPop Woman of Color. I don't remember which one it was, but they found dupes to these Dior blushes. So if y'all remember, I have finally got my hands on them because I'm in Babs Beauty had been talking about these forever. Now look how bright this is. I usually have to put a cream one underneath this and then just put this on top in order to get some type of pigmentation out of it. So I'll use like a cream pink like Rare Beauty has, and then I put like something like this on top of it in order for it to work for my skin tone. But they have a matching one from their what collection is that? The Pop Art one, I believe. It's called Meow, and as you can see, it's the same bright pink that I just showed you for much less, because I think that one's gonna be under $10. I bought all three of the blushes when they had a sale on them recently, but as you can see, like, my pan is loose, which is why I'm holding it the way I'm holding it. That's why I'm trying to hold it and make sure the pan doesn't fall out, because this was not cheap. But as you can see, they look exactly the same color. And the formula on this is okay. I mean, I feel like the formula on this is nicer, but again, it costs more, so it should be nicer. Next, I have the orange one. This is the one I really wanted, the Rosy Glow in Coral. Like, I love corally shades like this, and since, as you can see, the outside does not match the inside at all, because this is much brighter and punchier, whereas when you see it, it's like, to me, a little bit more dull, a little more lighter and brighter pastel-y type. And they have the shade Kitsch, and this is supposed to be similar to this one, and I feel like these are exact dupes. Now, I do like the Dior ones more because they have more of a satiny, glowy finish to them. But again, it's called glowy. This has more of a just traditional matte finish. But I mean, if I had to pick, believe it or not, when it comes to the pink one, I would pick the ColourPop one just because I feel like it would be more flattering. But when it comes to the coral one, of course, I would be picking the Dior one because I love a satiny coral finish on the face. But that doesn't mean that this one's bad. It just means realistically I wouldn't be using it that often. So I'm actually going to leave both of these here at my grandmother's house to have an alternative to the Dior ones, and just take the Dior ones home. So these are the main, well, one of these is the main chick and one of these is the main chick. How about that? Because you didn't see that one coming. Okay, I'm saving my dupe that I'm most proudest of to like the very end, because I have a dupe for the setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury that everybody so love. It's another high-end setting spray, but I feel like it's still cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I figure I'll, you know, show it to you. Next, main chick, side chick, we have the Bite Size Eyeshadow Hot Jalapeno up against, which one is this? I have Money from Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. So color stories are pretty similar. You get more color, you get like, I think, one extra color in here, or no, you get two extra colors in here. But I like the color story of this one better than this one already, just because that gives me the darker green, and the darkest green in here is a shimmer, so I'm not necessarily feeling that. So and I've talked about how I don't feel like their shadow form is up to par. This is the best shadow form I've tried from them out of all of them. It was just okay for what she charges for these. So needless to say, the elf one is the main chick because of the color story, and then the formula for $4 is amazing, and then this is the side chick. So I don't know, I need to fix the stuff with their shadow game, because their shadow game is always disappointing to me. You know, I just want more. Give me more. Next, for our main chick, side chick, and I'm thinking about putting this in 5 alternatives to limited edition palettes, but let me know what you all think. So I have the, what is this, Rose Decadence, is that what this is? I'm trying to see what the name is on it. I don't see it on here. Yeah, I was right, Rose Decadence. From Mother, this is what it looks like. It has 6 simple shadows in it. And then I have the Chameleon from Huda, which has a little bit more, but I feel like the color stories are pretty similar. Like, I feel like if I covered up that pop purple at the bottom, like this, you see what I'm saying? Like, they look pretty similar. Now I've colored up that pop purple, right? Okay, I hope it's not just me. Like, you see what I'm talking about? Like, look, you don't see the purple. It looks like a pretty similar color story. But if I had to pick one, believe it or not, I would pick Huda's. I hate to say it, but like, this is not Mother's best work with this pillow palette right here. Now, I live for the shade Fuchsia Flame right here, and I like to use this shade as well. So I'll use this Fuchsia Flame And then I'll dust like this peach one in my crease, and then I have to use like one of these golden shades in the inner corner. So it works okay. I just feel like I like the looks I came out with this better, and this is like the best formula out of all the ones she had other than the Jaguar one. This was my personal best formula out of the Wild Obsessions collection. So if I had to pick one, this is the main chick and this is the side chick, because those that one special shade isn't enough to, like, you know, make me pick it over my Hooded Beauty palette. I'm sorry, it's just not. But let me know if y'all want to see, if y'all think I should put this in 5 alternative or limited edition palettes with the chameleon one, because if I remember correctly, this one is a limited edition, but I know Mother's is supposed to be limited edition, and I don't know if it's even still on her website anymore. That's something I actually need to look into. So I will leave this to the side for now, and y'all can tell me what you think down below. Next, for main chick, side chick, I have the Mented Cosmetics She's in Party Stack versus Natasha Denona's retro palette. I feel like they look really similar when it comes to color story. This is what it would look like. As you can see, it's just more of a brunchy, rosiest type shade. This is the palette that they made from their She's in Party Stack. If I had to pick one, I would go with Natasha's, just because I wasn't excited when this stack came out, and I wasn't really excited when this palette came out. I told you all if I could find her on a good deal, I would, and I did find her on a good deal. I do love the shade Skeleton Key, but again, I feel like one shade shouldn't constitute me being excited about the whole palette and going out of my way to, like, you know, say I like it better than the one I really like better and I would use the most. So Natasha's the main chick and this is the side chick. It doesn't have anything to do with the formula. It's just more realistically, I know I'm not going to reach for that one because, you know, I'm just not. So next, main chick, side chick, I have. Now both of these are limited edition palettes, so I'm sorry if you didn't get your hands on these palettes. It's not my fault. I didn't have anything to do with it. They I think released them a couple of times, and you should get to them. At least one of them they did, so it ain't me. Ain't my fault. Okay. So we're gonna start off with so we got main chick, side chick. So I feel like the Encanto palette from UOMA Cosmetics is their best formula so far, and y'all know I live and love and breathe for Oden's Eye. They actually have a palette supposed to come out on the 15th. I think they were supposed to reveal it today. I haven't seen it on my Instagram story though, even though I follow them, so I need to go like check that out and investigate, because I'm curious to see what the color story is like. They had it blurred to where you could somewhat see it, but it's supposed to be part of the Soul Main collection part 2, and I think they got rid of the Soul Main 1 palette. I know I don't have mine anymore because they had color stories I liked better, and I was just being realistic with myself. But here is what the Encanto palette looks like up against Angie's palette. Now I know y'all probably like it's not exact. I'm like, in some of these instances it's not going to be exactly exact, but I felt like it was close enough because I feel like this is like a good companion palette for Angie's palette on top of it. But if I had to pick, and this one's really hard for me, I'm still sitting here now like, oh, I really want to. But I'm gonna go with Angie's palette. I mean, I feel like the UOMA one would be a more brown girl friendly version of Angie's palette, because some of these shades in here are still, in my personal opinion, a little too light for some of my skin tone to use. But you know, overall, I like the majority of Angie's shades better. I know Oden's Eye quality is amazing, and I know the shimmers in here are really nice. To me, it would just be more, I like the mattes in the UOMA Cosmetics palette for people my skin tone more than I like the mattes in Angie's palette. But again, you have to remember Angie is lighter, so the tone she picked makes sense. And Angie's palette still reigns supreme. I still use my Club Nebula. I try to use it off camera though, or just using Instagram pictures. I don't try to wear like eye looks on camera with it on if I can help it, because I still like the palette and I still want to use it because I paid for it. But yeah, Angie's the main chick and Encanto is the side chick. But I have seen people trying to sell that online for like outrageous prices, and I'm like, are you serious? Next one is actually one I recently just did a video on. Like, y'all literally watched this video today when I'm filming this, Friday the 13th. And this is the Be Perfect X Makeup by Alina. Is that how you say it? Rain palette up against my No Limitations Jamrock palette from Clean Makeup by Yolanda. Now, when I first saw this, it didn't like truly register and click. I just kind of looked at it when I was at work really quick with my friend because I know he wanted to look at it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I brought it here, and when I truly looked at it, I was like, that looks a lot like my what is it? Jamrock No Limitations palette. So sure enough, look how similar those are, y'all. I'm just over like, wow. So this is what both of them look like. I'm actually happy and ecstatic that I found a dupe of my collection. I feel like it's really close because I feel like this brand is really popular, and now like that this palette has came out, you can remind yourself that you don't need this one because you have this one. But anyway, if I had to pick between the two, I feel like it should be no surprise when I pick my Jam Rock No Limitations. This is like my most used Clean and Makeup by Yolanda palette. My second most used is her Relentless palette with the huge dual chrome pans in it. I live for it. But yeah, this is my main chick, the Clean and Makeup by Yolanda, and the Be Perfect one is my side chick. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with the Be Perfect palette. It's absolutely wonderful. My problem is all these damn pressed glitters. It's like, why do we need 4 pressed glitters? I don't want pressed glitters at all. And then you put 4 in here. I mean, I understand it's her palette, she knew what she wants, but it's like, that's why I, you know, wasn't excited about getting it. I mean, I was gonna get it because I'm a fan of hers, but I was like, I was not excited or anticipating really using this palette because it's like I knew I had limited shimmer selection. So if you're not into pressed glitters like I am, I would just say get the Jam Rock No Limitations palette. That's why it's the main chick. And the Makeup by Elena, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, is the side chick. The last one I have to talk about is the setting spray one that I was most excited about, which caused this whole video. Because at first I was like, I'll wait a little while longer, see if some other things come out, see if some newer palettes or whatever. And then I found these. So if you all remember, I used this in a couple of videos when I did new complexion products. And this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Pure Setting Spray 16 Hour Invisible Hydrating Setting Spray. Now, I find this really similar to the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Because I think I'm Sharice is dead. No, but Party All Night, Stay All Day Setting Spray. So, as you can see, I got both travel sizes of both ones. Now, Charlotte's is a little bit more. It's 1.1 fluid ounce. Whereas this is 1 fluid ounce. But they both have regular size ones. And I have both. I have the regular size of this one. And I have 2 small ones of this. Because I love it so much I bought it for the holidays. But this to me is like a pretty good dupe for it. Because when you spray it, it has the same tightening feeling that the one from Charlotte Tilbury does. But this one actually does have that hydration to it. Like it says, invisible hydrating. It does give that hydration to it, where I don't feel like Charlotte Tilbury's does that. So I'll actually say that the main chick is Laura Mercier and the Charlotte Tilbury one is the side chick. Believe it or not, how about that? So I'm actually going to get a full size of this when I get a 20% off coupon from Ulta, or save up enough points where I don't have to pay for it, because it's like I already got 3 Charlotte Tilbury ones, so it's like I can't justify that. But at the same time, I know when summer comes, I'm going to be alternating between this one and that one, so I want to have a full size one for the summertime to come. So those are all of the main chick side chick things I had, or dupes I had to show you all. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are dimes. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know down below if you agree with me on some of these dupes, or if you disagree with me on some of these dupes, and you know, why do you disagree, sis? What's the problem? I just want to know. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.